Okay, today is day 8 of the NoFap journey. I'm just going to kind of list off how I feel so far. This morning was weird. I was very sweaty walking to the metro, even though I wasn't really, running or anything like that. And it wasn't too hot out. So I'm not sure if that was from my diet yesterday or if that's like a no fat thing, like excessive sweating. But I was very sweaty this morning with very little arduous physical activity. So that's one thing. But other than that, I am still on cloud nine. I felt just grateful for the day. Um, I was less negative than usual. And negative things did happen today. Like I had to stay a little bit later at work, but for some reason it just didn't really bother me as much as it would have before, I think. Um, I actually messed up a recipe for chicken Alfredo that I wanted to try out tonight. But for some reason, I'm not mad about it. I'm just kind of laughing it off, and I'm gonna eat it and enjoy it. I just feel grateful to be alive. Um, so that's how I feel right now. So hopefully I you know can remember that feeling as I move forward to try to ultimately just destroy my porn habit. I was able to connect with people that I otherwise would not have today, and that made me feel good, and hopefully them as well. Um, I was able to do my ab workout for the first time since my piriformis injury today. So that's a pretty huge accomplishment for me because it's been a few months. Um, and I learned today that my coworker is going to be out for the next 2 weeks. Um, so I'm going to have to do a lot of extra work coming up. But once again, it just doesn't bother me as much as I think it would have before. So that's actually another reason why I'm grateful. I'm not just grateful to be alive. I'm grateful that I got on NoFap this go around at the time that I did. Um, so I'm able to deal with very difficult circumstances in a much cheerier way. Um, and I got a lot of work done today. I got a few websites that I was able to take a look at that need to be designed, redesigned, and I was able to get a lot of work done. Um, I was able to read, and I learned a lot of good, interesting content from this book called Nudge um, by the author's name eludes me. It's Thaler and Sunstein. They're economists at the University of Chicago. Uh, Basically, I just read a chapter regarding self-control, and I thought how weird it was that I was reading this chapter from a book that was just gifted to me at a time in my life when self-control is the one thing that I'm really trying to work on. So it's kind of like NoFap is putting me more in touch with a spiritual or almost divine connection where things that I otherwise wouldn't have thought, oh, I need this thing. It's just showing up for me. Things that I am attracting are showing up in droves. And I'm finding that even when they're not showing up, something that connects me to the thing that I want is showing up. So that's where the divinity or the spirituality comes in. But so far, so good. I'm absolutely positive. I'm absolutely grateful. I'm 100% in it to win it. And I think this time around, no, I know this time around, I'm going to kill my porn habit completely. And I'm going to be able to do the things that I know I need to do in order to be successful in life. Um, so, yeah, what's that? 5 minutes? Cool. I just wanted to spend a few moments just trying to say how I feel now that I'm on day 8 and it's been 1 week. I wanted to start recording these video diaries just because I understand that self control is difficult, that sometimes you think, oh, I got this. Um, I'm going to be able to do this forever. But we have to keep in mind that there are two parts of us, there's a hot part and there's a cold part. And sure, I can account for the cold part right now because he's in control. But when the hot part shows up, I still want the cold part to be in the driver's seat. So these videos are really going to help me out there to be able to just go back and look at how I felt and then kind of enter the body of that guy in that video. So that's all for day 8. I'm going to work on. Oh, I got to finish dinner, obviously. It's going to be delicious. I'm going to work on my vision board. I've got some pictures I'm going to put up there. I'll just show my vision board real quick. So here's the vision board. Basically, it's just a calendar, but it's keeping me honest. It's keeping me honest for sure. The green checks designate a day free of masturbation. And so far, the only auto suggestion that I'm using is a verse from the Bible, Corinthians 6:18. I speak it every night before I go to sleep, and I speak it again when I wake up. And it is working. It is absolutely working. Flee from sexual immorality. All other sins a person commits are outside the body, but whoever sins sexually sins against their own body. And that verse really means a lot to me because one thing that I'm grateful for is my body. And to know that I'm doing myself so much harm, at least where the body is concerned, really upsets me. And I know that it also upsets my spirit too. So I'm exercising again. So the physical is on the up and up. I'm reading. I've always been reading. So the mental is where it's been. And now that NoFap is in full swing, my spirituality is on the rise. I actually expected to feel the effects of NoFap this time around a lot later. Maybe like at the 2 week, 3 week mark. But for some reason, I must have been really in the hole. And that 1 week that I just had, I literally attracted everything that I asked for. I'm not kidding. Money, the amount of money that I needed, I got. I was able to get the things that I needed from people and then give the things that I wanted to give to people. Literally everything that I attracted, I received because I kept my negative attraction to a minimum. Um, and yeah, so I guess that concludes this video. It's April 8th, 2018. Sorry, 2019, day number 8. So we'll check in tomorrow and see how day number 9 goes.